We have some unfinished business in Tokyo, so we had to go from Kawaguchiko, one of the most amazing places we've ever been, to get on not one, not two, not three, but 4 trains to go all the way back to Tokyo, and our first stop is Shibuya Crossing.
Well, our day was supposed to be a lot easier than this. We were supposed to get on a bus that went directly to Shibuya, no transfers, no trains, no nothing, but the bus line was way too long and we would have missed it. So we found this train option, but then when we got here to this station we had to transfer, but our train was late, so we only had a few minutes. So we missed that train that went directly to Shibuya. So now we are on a different train, and this actually has 3 different transfers.
Once we actually get to Shibuya, it is going to be a really fun day. We get to witness the busiest crosswalk in the world. We've just been waiting for that ever since we arrived in Tokyo weeks ago. And then we're also going to get some sushi and try Wagyu beef for the very first time here in Japan. Wow, it's an exciting day. It's just been rough to start.
2 trains down and 2 to go. This whole thing should have taken us like 2 hours on the bus, but I think it's gonna end up taking us like 5 or 6.
We made it to Shinjuku Station. That was our 3rd train, about to hop on our 4th one, and there's a lot of people here. You can just tell the closer and closer we get, the more people are around us.
It's honestly just kind of funny at this point. So we got on the right train, but for some reason we thought that it was only 1 stop to the next place that we needed to go, Shibuya. So we got off the train and we were wrong. We have a few more stops, so now we're waiting. 4 hours later, we are finally here. We made it to the right station, Shibuya. Now we just need to find a locker to put our backpacks in, because the first lockers that we saw, there was no empty ones. Well, we're just having one of those days that if it can go wrong, it's gonna go wrong. There's absolutely no coin lockers, so it looks like we're just gonna trek these giant, like 20-pound backpacks around.
At least we're close to the crosswalk. So, good news. On the way to the crosswalk, we came on these, it says spacer, so hopefully we can stick our backpacks in here. It's actually cheaper than if we were to do it in a station. We just have to like download the app, I guess, to pay.
Jacob is still trying to figure out the locker situation, but instantly this feels so much different than the rest of the places that we've been in Tokyo. There's just like billboards and lights and music and just tons of people. Like, this honestly feels so different than the last time we were in Tokyo. I think it would be a lot more fun right now if we weren't struggling with this and had the worst travel day ever, but it's gonna be fun. I just gotta like mentally prepare for it. And hopefully we get these backpacks in there. We made it! Now hopefully we can get them out in a while.
Wow, okay, so this costs 0 yen for the first hour and then 600 yen for every 3 hours after that. So hopefully we're back before 3 hours is up.
Now that we have literally gotten all of that weight off of our backs, we can finally start to enjoy this crazy cool place.
I'm really scared to close this locker because the entire app is only in Japanese and I'm like having to translate it on one phone. And so just like, I'm scared if it might never open again, but okay, let's go. Here we go.
It's happening!
It's happening right now? We just got here. Jenny, we're not going there. We're going that way. It's just so funny. We can just like walk in the middle of the street.
This is so weird. This is so weird.
Oh, it's ending soon. We gotta get across.
Wow, it's like the first time I've heard my own thoughts in like 4 hours.
6 hours, actually.
6 hours, a long time.
That crossing was just so insane. We didn't even know what was going on. We just saw that it was green and we just took off. And that was just our first impressions. We're absolutely going to go back, but we wanted to come here to Revolving Sushi, where we're gonna try Wagyu beef for the very first time. And we got seated in like 5 minutes. The other Revolving Sushi place we went to, we got seated in like an hour. And that wasn't even like lunchtime.
So our plan was to walk through the crossing, come here, grab our ticket, and then go back to the crossing, get all the videos, just take it all in, but it turned out that we got seated right away. So we are definitely going to the crossing after this. We're gonna explore it all, see what it's like. It'll be really fun.
And now we have sushi and of course the Wagyu beef coming soon. I'm so excited. We're plucking these plates off of the conveyor belt, and we got one that we think is roast beef, and so it's the closest thing that we've seen to Wagyu beef, so I'm really excited to see if this is good at all. It's actually funny, it's just roast beef on rice.
But we're getting this one soon.
I can't decide if I should eat this with soy sauce and wasabi, but I guess we will. Just beef and rice, I think. That actually has like a decent flavor to it, but not really what I'm expecting when I'm eating sushi, but the Wagyu beef's gonna be interesting because that also comes on rice.
It's time.
One, if it's too small.
Before anyone says anything, yes, we would have loved to order a whole steak, but that's like over $100 and we're on a budget here, so I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna eat it on the rice, I just wanna taste the beef. I would definitely say the main difference is that it's just so tender. Like it just tastes like a piece of steak, but like way softer.
I've been waiting years to try this, and like, yeah, it would have been better if we got it somewhere else, but obviously, you know, when you're here and it's $3, that is really good. I didn't want to stop chewing it. Wow, it's so delicious. I just can't imagine what it would be like if we got it from like a real restaurant and got a whole steak of it. At some point, we're definitely going to have to just make the budget to try a whole steak of it, because I bet it would be delicious, and it's a lot more inexpensive here in Japan than it is if we were to eat it in the United States. So maybe the next time we're in Japan, we'll try it. Squid tempura.
Cheesecake time. The crust in the United States is usually like a graham cracker, and this kind of just looks like vanilla cake on the bottom. This was $1, so it's probably pretty low quality.
We just ate so much food, but we wanted to eat as much as possible because we might not be eating sushi again before we leave Japan. And now we're making our way to the crossing again. I just want to experience it. We're gonna cross multiple times and just enjoy it. I think this side might be the busiest.
For sure. It's so funny that like most of these people are just like going to work and like living their lives, and then there's tourists just like filming them go across the street. Like it's kind of weird.
Ah, there's so many people. I like the music that plays every time it's green. This is so funny. But look, there's like a song that plays every time the lights are green. And then it turns off.
This like honestly is making me just like laugh that like this is like a thing. Like people come from all over to see people literally crossing the street. Like it's so funny.
And yeah, there are a lot of people like going to work, leaving work, but honestly there's like a ton of people just like taking videos of everybody walking. Oh, here we go. Wait, no, let's go over there. The busiest crossing in the world.
While you're in Tokyo, you can also drive Mario Kart little carts around the town, and we just saw some pass by.
We've made the crossing like 5 times
So
now.
many times.
It just gets funnier and funnier to just like watch all the people like taking videos. I guess we're doing the same thing. We're videotaping other people just walking.
It's just funny because like I'm just thinking like the locals just must be like, what weirdos? Like we're just crossing a street. Why is this so special?
I have no idea why this became a huge tourist attraction, but it definitely is. And
There's a lot of people. Like they turned it into a whole thing too. There's like a bunch of fancy stores around here. It's like it's a whole amusement park now. This is like time number 6. I don't know.
everybody lines up for about like 2 minutes, and then you have like 30 seconds to make the crossing. And you should be fine. I haven't seen anybody run over by cars yet. But the cars do get impatient and they want to go. So was that crosswalk worth visiting? I don't really know. It's hard to say. It's just more funny than anything else, just because half the people have their phones out recording and half the people are just trying to go home to their family. So, I don't know. It was cool, but like, it's a crosswalk.
Honestly, I think my favorite part was, well, 1, it was really funny, but 2, all of the like fashion over here is totally different. Like there's just like the crazy hairstyles and the different like shoes and clothes. Like I think that was the most fun that I had here, just like looking at everybody and what they were wearing. And now we're just hoping that the locker actually opens.
These are extremely convenient if we can figure out how it works. So I translated it. I'm gonna press the pay and open locker button. I tried to put my credit card in before, but it didn't let me, so I guess we're gonna try that now. I gotta translate this again. I didn't read the Japanese correctly and I started getting extremely worried. I thought we were gonna have to use one of these payment methods, but then I just found out that we could use our credit card, so we're all good. I was extremely worried for a second because we don't have any of these. It should open once I press this button. What is it saying? Why isn't it working? How many buttons do I have to press?
Oh my gosh.
This is like the 15th screen that I've been on, and I've clicked unlock it like 7 times and it keeps saying, oh, go to the next step.
Oh, finally. Everything's still in there. Woo!
We have our backpacks and our laptops and all of our work equipment now. We made it to our hotel room, and I don't know if I've ever been this tired in our entire Asia trip. I'm exhausted. Thank you so much for watching this one, and check out our other Japan videos, and we'll see you there.